Good morning, it's the 28th of October and welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. So this morning what do we have? We have four newspapers that deal with the budget. So we have the Edge Financial Daily, tax probes to intensify. Basically, how do we make sure there's compliance with the taxation so the government gets more revenues, because over the years they've been spending more than they've been earning. We'll come back to this shortly. Also, Malaysian Reserve carries something about how the Prime Minister has his owners balancing act too, and they give him top points for that. The Star has now a story about how the lower income groups are going to deal with the GST, the goods and services tax. They're asking for more items that are essential to daily life to be tax exempt. That's their proposal, front page. Also, a story that comes out of some incentive that was provided for in the budget. Flexi hours. Do you want to work from home? I don't. I love this office. Catch the Halloween stuff right back there. Also, in the news are stories about foreigners, and apparently they're easy pickings for criticism. So here we have the New Straits Times, foreign health threats. Real concern about disease, but whose fault is it that they're not being screened properly back home before they arrive? Apparently over 1 million foreign workers are sent back because they fail their local health screening. And we have the rise of diseases that we eradicated some time ago, including tuberculosis. So there it is. Also, Utusan has a very similar story, but this time it's a reflection of a story that happened last week, the brutal murder of a bank teller by a security guard who had a fake IC. He was from Sabah, and remember what's been happening in Sabah. So whose fault is it? Is it, as it suggests, dirty tactics by foreigners, or is it in fact collusion of a lot of local agencies in the creation of fake ICs? Questions that need to be asked. Okay, The Sun has a story on our police force. Raid rape refers to policemen who have been using these raids, enforcement raids, to basically exploit the people who they arrest. So in one instance, a police officer forced himself on a massage person who does massage, and at any rate he's been caught. So that's good news. People are actually being caught for exploiting their power. Okay, Sina Harian has a story that refers to the Singlai Limau by-election in Kedah. There's some other interesting stories deeper in the pages of the newspaper that deal with Photoshop politics. We had that during the general elections. They are emerging again, fake stories as such. Sina Harian is the paper to read. Peter Harian has a story about demand that by enforcement agents to have guns when looking at encroachment on forest reserves. And finally, Harian Metro has a story of a man 3 times married, or rather with 3 wives, who's running a successful business. So I don't know if that's a recommendation or anything, but anyway, that's on the front pages of the largest selling tabloid. Also to look deep in the pages of the Edge Financial Daily is a story about the state of Selangor, something I'd recommend because lots of talk on the net about whether the Menteri Besar of Selangor is going to be ousted by a fellow party member in a discussion about how he is dealing with the budget, the state budget. So there you have it. That's the news for this morning. It's the 28th of October. And thank you for joining me. This is BFM's Morning Headlines.